We finally have it in hand. Let's get this sucker open. Finally, dude. And here he is. The Marvel Legends No Way Home Green Goblin.
Oh boy, yeah.
Let's get him out the box. Now, when I tell you they packed this shit up, they packed this shit up. It's just right out of the box, you can tell. It's just loaded. And I do wish we got alternate hands, though. It gets the glider, the stand, the pegs for the glider, and then, of course, the figure himself. And you get your Goblin Pumpkin Bomb, which looks pretty nice. And, of course, the Raimi Goblin Mask. Now, taking a closer look at the figure, you can tell he's loaded with new sculpts and, like, just detail overall. And it's really, it just, oh, man, it's I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details. And here you can see, like, I don't know what the fuck to do on how to assemble the glider, but we'll get to that. Because first, I've got to give props to Hasbro where props are due.
I beg your...
They nailed it in terms of likeness to the actual, you know, of the suit and the costume that was accurate to the film. But yeah. Now back to me not knowing how to assemble a fucking toy. Here I am struggling yet again with trying to figure out how to attach this thing to the right joint or whatever, you know. But I'll get there eventually. And it's still, you know, you can flame me in the comments if you want, but I figured it out. And yeah, so you just plug these in. They're also labeled, as you can see. That's the right one. And he also does come with, what was I going to say? I mean, it's movable, as you can see. Yeah, it's movable. And then here's the, it shows you, it indicates for you if you don't know how to fucking read. It's the left one on that one. And the glider itself is movable, as you can see. You can bend it around a little bit and fidget it around. And I gotta say, the base that it comes with to hold it is kind of ass. I am plugging it in wrong here. I know, but I figure it out. Just you know, let me, you know. And I still need to get the Hawkeye that comes with the Sky Cycle because, you know, I know he comes with one of these, but I just need to complete my Avengers theme. But anyway, yes, I do have it facing the wrong way. I figure it out eventually. Just bear with me here. And here's the pumpkin bomb. You just plug it in his hand and it fits right in. Just look how clean the sculpt is on this thing, man. Like, down from the tattered clothing to the actual, like, textures of the suit and how, like, mechanical it looks. I'm not gonna lie, Hasbro killed it on this one. Now let's see what he looks without all the goggles and hood on. And I've got to say, I did see SH Figure Arts offering, and I did not like the head sculpt. So this was a really redemption moment for him, and I've got to say, it delivered, man. Like, just look at that. It has the menacing look in William Dafoe's performance. But as you can see, the joints are kind of tight, especially at the arm. But I mean, I am just getting him out of the package. So anyways, let's take a look at what we all came here for. Oh yeah, if that doesn't tickle your pickle, I don't know what will.
What did he say?
Honestly, this figure is so good that I'd honestly double up on it, and like, just, it would still be cheaper than the SH Figure Arts. And the range that I'm getting out of it is still pretty good for the neck. But I do wish that they gave us like an alternate neck peg so you can hide, like, you know, the unmasked neck or revealed neck. And here I am trying to figure out how the piece works. If I can remove that, the purple hood. And mine is kind of tight at the shoulder joint there, but he is brand new, so I don't know if that will just be my copy. But just be wary of that, I guess. Cautious, you know, how to handle your fucking figure. And here I am trying to see how much the bend I can get out of it. But overall, I am happy with it. Like, out of the box, my initial reaction was nice, you know. Like, I was glad to have him. Really am. And here we go into our articulation. He bends back and forward that far. You get a decent crunch there. But I mean, I do wish we kind of got like a waist swiveler of some kind. And legs kick up this far. They go back a little bit. The butt kind of hinders it. Get your upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees on mine are kind of tight, as you can see here, but they work. They're functional, so that's good because it has to in order to get on this glider. But he does have his boot swivel. They hinge up and they hinge down, and you do get your ankle pivot. Let's see the other head. And here we're just going to be putting back on the normal Norman Osborn head. And as you can see, I do put the hood on like an idiot. But I figure it out, so it's just, new figure. But you just slide it in here and it fits perfectly. So that's good. And I bet you guys are all wondering if it's possible to take off the purple overcoat. And you can. So all you Raimi fans, this is probably the closest you're going to get to having accurate. But I will mention this guy cannot stand for the life of him, so you're probably going to need a peg stand. And let's try to get him on his glider here, because Green Goblin without his glider is not Green Goblin. But I know I do have it on the wrong way. It's backwards, but because that's probably what's causing the balancing to be off. But I will say that you guys should try to peg in take off the pegs and put it into the feet before putting it on the glider. Makes it much easier, because here I am struggling, but it's a learning process, I guess. And now I slide it in there, and now it's plugged in. So, and I've got to say, it looks pretty good on this glider, but I just have it facing the wrong way. So of course I'm not going to be able to get it upright, and I am fucking it up. But here, let's just get to the point here. Okay, so I have been struggling with trying to get him to stand, as you can see, but so now let's move on to what everyone is probably this next one is kind of like it's rough. I'm just gonna say it's rough, but let's do it. So let's take a look. Get him out of the box. Man, I love opening figures, honestly. It's something that is just very, what's the word I'm looking for? Therapeutic, is a way. But here we have him. Marvel Legends Sandman. And initial thoughts about it, I was kind of hesitant to say that I was going to enjoy it, because I knew going in it didn't have an app crunch. And it's just, when you open things, you see the product, you just kind of take it with a grain of salt, because you don't know how it's going to actually be when you get it in hand. And when I got it in hand, as you can see, it has a good spread of accessories. You get the hands, and I just wish that maybe we got like something more, like a big arm piece to swap, a whole arm piece or something, and sand effects, like the Diamond Select version. I know that has like the swirl of sand. But taking a closer look at the figure, and you could see that there is Hasbro tried to do a sand look, but people have just, said that it came out and looks like, poop. But honestly, I could see the effort put into it, but it just, for $20, I mean, well, 25, it's not terrible, but it could have been better. I'll agree to that, but I still feel like one day I want the Diamond Select one. But let's take a look at the alternate hands here. And popping them out, it's pretty easy. I don't have to worry about anything, breaking on me. But he comes with these smaller, like normal size grabbing hands. And then if you want to, you can also, the way that this works here is it's labels for the pegs for the extended arms, as you can see. And you just have to slide them into the proper hole. Pause. But yeah, as you can see, I'm figuring it out as I go. But once you get it in there, it just slips in, and the hands are also on a peg, so it goes through the peg of the like bigger hole to make the arms look wider. But I mean, I wish we got some like mace or something, you know, a hammer accessory. That would have been cool too. And here he is with the retro carded Sandman's mace and fist. It can fit on there, so if you want to do that, it just miscolored. And same goes with the retro carded with this one. But yeah, so overall, I am happy with him and glad to have him in the collection. You know, I don't know if I will be trying to army build this guy because it could work since it's Sandman, but let's just let's dive into the articulation here. So the head can go up about this much, and I do believe it's on a dumbbell, so you can get some pivot around in there. It goes down, and the arms go up about that much, which is not bad, but I will say it's kind of tight at the shoulders, so be careful here. No butterfly swivel or butterfly joint, bicep swivel though, and double jointed elbows. It's kind of tight there to get that crunch, but it works. See, you get the full range, so that's good. And here I just plug back in the normal hand because it makes the articulation segment easier, and you do get the vertical hinge. And this is the disappointing part, no real ab crunch, so you cannot, I doubt you'll be able to achieve like any, you know, dynamic pose with this guy. But and it has this hideous joint in the at the upper torso there. I didn't like that at all. Legs go out this much, which is not bad. They go back a little bit, the butt gets in the way, and go out this far, which is pretty good. Get your upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which is pretty smooth, and it kicks his own ass. And you get your toe hinge, but it's tight, so be careful about that. You might want to heat this up, honestly, because it could probably snap on you. And you got the ankle rocker, but yeah, the articulation is pretty good on this guy. It's just tight with everything, and I don't know why more like recent Marvel Legends are becoming tighter and tighter at the joints, but they really need to fix that because the QC issues are not acceptable for paying like $30. And here I'm just going to start, you know, getting into some poses. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.